Welcome, folks, to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference that stretches back more than a decade. Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Pre-snap movement, back in motion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Running back grabs it on the screen. Across the 40. They'll make the tackle block. It's enough for a first down. Good call on the screen play.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield. Put the ball right on the back. Let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Important second down play coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On third down, it's a handoff. Breaks free. Goes out to Stephon. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Sun Devils churn out another first down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's McLeod. Looking to scramble. And the receiver's got it. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Here comes the seventh play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Grab by the receiver. They convert on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. The pass is intercepted.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. They open the conference championship game with a pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to beat the sticks.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
And the ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. At the 10, touchdown, Arizona State. A crucial pick six.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback play for him.
And that'll be caught in the end zone to move the lead to 8-0.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a game turn on a dime like this? A pick six, then a two-point conversion? That's a quick 8-point swing we just watched here.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back, but a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
Motion by the back, defense better adjust. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made by the tight end.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
There's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Finding space at the 20. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, ASU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after makes it a 15-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. USC 0. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? That's big. They'll convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Catch made, a lot of space now. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Mike much needed sport for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it rip. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's McLeod. Looking right. This one catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They'll try the ground game here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass caught. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution, boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw here. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Albeit up a 3rd down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The Trojans will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Launching one to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here...
And he scores! Touchdown, Trojans! Conference championship pressure, they just grind the road. Beautiful execution of that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. To throw, it's McLeod. And the completion made. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. And the Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. punt is incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Really love what this defense is doing today. They're doing a nice job of taking away any success on early downs, and then it allows their defensive ends and pass rushers to get after the quarterback when they get them to 3rd and long.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They begin with a quick throw to the left.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Snags a quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And that game moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Looking downfield, it's McLeod. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that one's picked off. What a play. He goes down. They'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's blocked. The kick was low. And then it's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. For Arizona State. kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they begin the drive at the 25. USC offense is back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. Looking to pass here on second down. Off target with the throw. Incomplete. Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Back to pass. It's McLeod. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Completion makes it second down. Quarterback keeps the football. Breaking tackles and going. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Moves out of the pocket. And he's corralled just short of the line of scrimmage. It'll be credited as a sack.
Now, this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. And the Sun Devils will try to keep this drive moving. And the quarterback keeps it here. Got the first down and still motoring. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
They'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the BAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Gets it out quickly to the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
First down. Looking to throw the football. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Running back has it on the screen now. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And the runner takes off to his right.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
USC 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He fires downfield. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made, gets the foot down, but there's no gain on the play. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal after that loss. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He escapes the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
3rd down and goal for the offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Toss it to the back, running left. Fights through the tackler. He's past the marker and still going. That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the 3rd quarter. Well, Kurt, Arizona State has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looking to pass. It's McLeod. Pressure is coming. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense. Maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here. But this defense has given their offense a shot to maybe get back into this game.
Oh, what a grab! That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. First down and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Swarmed with a pass rush. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's McLeod. Fires it to the wideout. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Turns it loose downfield. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're able to get him down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Got to pick up the third and short through the air. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and blew it away.
USC 14.
Trojans offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, ASU. Pick six could be a game changer.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Of the conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? Quick throw to the left. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First and goal, handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.